All right, Jeremy here, Jeeps Unlimited, partsbreakers.com, 303-666-9020. As per request, I'm doing a video, actually requested photos, but these are way easier to show you everything when it's projects like this one. So, obviously got a Jeepster here, Commando, pretty freaking clean, and it's got a ton of parts in it. Part of the reason I'm doing a video, because of that. So frame is excellent shape as of what we can see. It's had the fish plate put on here and probably on this side as well. Yeah, here, pretty common there. They this one doesn't look like it ever cracked, but if they don't get that, then they do. And actually this one might have done, somebody's been into this. They were starting as a project. Can't remember on these guys if their C-channel frames open there. That one almost looks like it's been closed off. But maybe not. That might be factory. I don't get a lot of Jeepsters in, so I don't know these as well as I do my CJs and Wrangler stuff. So, but the cab is mainly what they're looking for. Of course, my phone's ringing right now. Have to call them back. Oh, I know this guy. Shoot. Yep, I'll just have to call him in a bit. Anyway, yeah, so tub, and I got the doors, I got the top, I got a ton of parts inside. Axles, obviously, and I'll give you let's see, zoom out here a little bit so you can see this guy, top and bottom. I'll get this posted up on YouTube. I prefer, and usually I don't say this, but I probably would just be interested, there's a little bit of rust there in the bottom. Okay, that's a good probably 8 inches or so, and then a couple little spots coming up at that lower. That's a little dinged up right there. Passenger side. Let's go to the driver's side. And I think the tailgate, yep, you got a tailgate in there. The grill is in there. It looks like I got fenders in there. Yeah, both fenders look like they're in there, and they look like they're in good shape too for the year, for sure. So, driver's side, let's take a look at this guy. This all looks real clean over here. And the bottom rocker, real clean over here too. A couple little dings, but nothing rotted out on that guy. And you got the inside, but what I was saying is, because this one is like, somebody could really take this and just, build it from here, or potentially combine what they're looking at for the other one. And it's got pretty much everything to put back. I would be willing to do a sale on this whole thing, and go from there. That's not something that you'll ever hear me say on any of my Jeeps in 18 years, but there's a couple reasons for that. One is we don't get these in often enough. So for us to go through and inventory everything on it, the dismantle is the easy part, but actually to go through and inventory all the little baggies, parts, you can see heater controls in here, hubcaps, mirrors, grill guards, or vent guard things, lights, it looks like reflector lights. This is a whole bunch of goodies. Radiator, Toyota grill that you probably don't need, heater box that goes to this, oil bath, filter stuff. This would be something. So it doesn't have to be done that way, and it's just going to be a better deal that way. But tubs like this, on their own, are easily worth $2,500. Possibly more, depending on how far down I strip it, especially when in this kind of shape. Doors you can easily get for doors like those that are pretty clean. There's no rust, or doesn't appear to be any on those. Let's get down underneath this guy. So you can see now it looks like it has had some patchwork done. You can see the little bit of stick weld popping out, little hairs over there. Somebody did a decent job, at least on this side. I'd have to unbury the thing inside to see, but back side through there, that looks all original. And again, the frame nice and clean. Frame's beautiful. So a frame like this on an old Jeepster, it adds up quicker than you think. So if you're interested on it, the particular customer on this project, let me know. Otherwise, we can talk tub. Unfortunately, I don't think, unless you ended up with the whole thing, I'd be able to get it down on this particular trip. I'm leaving tomorrow morning, and even if I had got this done this morning, This would have been difficult to get done in one day. We were just too busy right now with, this is probably a couple weeks out before we'd be able to get it fully tore down in the garage. But if you decide you want it, we can do that. And I'll probably be heading back out there eventually, but it'll probably be summer before I'm heading back to Northwest this time. Otherwise we could crate it. And that's really the only way to ship these, is either I deliver it myself or, or we crate everything. Hardtop's the same way. So this has got a real nice top on it. Little bit of surface starting to appear there, but nothing cracking up through there. Windshield frame is gorgeous. So it's good parts. I mean, it's a great parts Jeep for us in that sense. But like I said, it's just one of those things that if we get down to it, by the time we inventory everything, we have a vehicle in our inventory now, which is great, but we don't get these in enough to make it, worth it. So there was something mounted obviously here and here. I don't know if those were factory reflectors possibly, or some sort of accessory. You'll have to excuse my ignorance on these because it's got a strap on it there. But anyway, so a couple little holes here. And I'll have to unbury it to see, but we'll go down there because of the timing. If you end up wanting the whole thing, we work something out on that, then great, I'll load it up for you and bring it out to you, depending on, you're in an area I'm actually not going to be all the way out, but we'll see. Just give me a holler, okay? Sorry to blab on this video as much as I have, but if the top's something you just want to stick with instead, or the tub's something you're interested in later, I can pop the top off pretty easy and we could go from there. Once I start peeling it apart, it's just going to be a parts. That's just all it is. So if you see this video in a month and, we've sold the top or the body or something on it, then, obviously from that point on out, it's just going to be a parts vehicle. We'll sell it piece by piece. So, okay. Questions, comments, concerns, give me a holler. 303-666-9020. And I'll just real quick, if I can get down to these floorboards, just to give you an idea on what that potentially look like. I think there's some sand. Yeah, this is just sand in here. So, okay, so that's where you can kind of see the patchwork they did, and they did a pretty good job. It's not fully done yet, but it's I've seen a lot worse, that's for sure, especially in the Jeep world. So, and that floor over there, I'm gonna be able to sneak in a little bit better from this side. Same thing. So the tunnel's still in it, and again, I got a nice tailgate, a few other things on it. So, all right, I'm gonna leave. I'm loading tonight, so I'll be leaving here by no later than 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. However, I would have to know pretty much anything at this point tonight, especially if it's going to be something bigger. And again, the tub is probably not going to happen, although it wouldn't take a ton, but we could figure that out. So, okay. All right. Thanks.